This is Manhattan just a few days ago. Property fronts and stores were vandalized and robbed by people who took advantage of the crowds and chaos. So the city said it was starting a curfew.
No peace! No peace!
It's 7:30 p.m. in New York. This is the second night of a curfew and the second week of protests for George Floyd. Last night, the curfew was at 11 p.m. and police didn't enforce it, but tonight it's been moved up a full 3 hours, so it's due to start in about 30 minutes.
Fuck your curfew! Fuck your curfew!
Darren Martin is a 31-year-old law student from the Bronx. This is his third night protesting.
I'm here because, it's my city. The main reason why I'm here is because I'm black. I got black skin. I have a responsibility for myself, for my, the young black people in my life to speak up. And I don't want to see them end up like George Floyd.
How do you feel about there being a curfew?
Well, I guess my question is, why was there no curfew for with the current pandemic we're in, for COVID-19? We're all breaking social distancing right now, but because it's more important, and when I say more important, I mean, obviously, COVID-19 before. My mom was in the hospital with COVID-19 and she was very sick, just a month ago.
What made you come out here and, be this close to all these other people?
Those people who have COVID-19 who died are black. A system where the majority of essential workers are black and Latino is violent, and that's why it's all connected.
No justice! No justice!
It's 8 o'clock, curfew's in effect. We're gonna stay and see how it's gonna be enforced.
They're boxing people in. We need to stay together. Go this way.
No justice! No justice! No justice!
Stay together! Everyone stay together! Close the gap!
It's a little over an hour after curfew. The crowd here is still marching very peacefully, followed by a squad of NYPD SUVs. We're hearing reports that on the Manhattan Bridge, there's thousands of protesters that have been penned in by the police who are waiting to arrest them on the Manhattan side. But in Brooklyn so far, everything has been very peaceful.
An estimated 2,000 protesters broke off from the crowd at Barclays Center, heading to Manhattan. Martin told us the protesters wanted to get in front of City Hall to demand the city defund the NYPD. Cops blocked the protesters from getting onto the Manhattan Bridge, but many were able to get around the blockade. They ended up trapped for over an hour, while some tried negotiating with police to walk through their own city. Others quoted Ludacris, a new version of an old protest tradition, to try and get police to let them pass. Even Spider-Man made an appearance.
What are we fighting about?
Back at a vigil near Barclays, people stood, gave speeches, and shared poetry about the experience and privilege of living in a diverse community, celebrating the success of holding a peaceful protest.
And look at all of these beautiful fucking masked faces. All of these New Yorkers that came out. Woo! Not a single one of us got arrested today.
How do you guys feel about being out here after curfew? Now it's like the second night of curfew.
We grown people. We're grown people. We're not looting. We're peacefully protesting. We have something to say. We need to be heard. We're tired of being violated.
Do you feel like you guys were heard tonight?
Not by the right people, because they don't want to hear us.
As it started to break up, we spotted a wave of police activity across the street.
Let him stay alive!
Get it back! Get it back!
The police were trying to block the arrests from view.
Get back. Get back. Get back.
I'm giving him paper. I'm giving him paper.
Back up, guys, back up.
Stay back, people.
We're just asking for transparency.
Do not disperse now. You will be arrested.
Hey, we just trying to make sure y'all don't kill
This is
somebody
a
else.
warning.
We're trying to make sure y'all don't kill somebody else. That's why we're here.
They're going to come after you. They will come after you and they're going to arrest you, okay?
In the streets. In the streets.
Can you tell me anything about those arrests over there?
I don't even know. I don't know anything about
Oh, okay. And do you know what happened? Like why? I mean, we're like several hours past curfew. Like, do you know why?
Well,
those people
because they were trying to break into the Models.
Is there a threshold for like when, you know, someone is taken peacefully and when someone is like needs to be thrown to the ground?
But only if they resist.
"280 people were arrested across the city on Tuesday, bringing the total number to over 2,000 arrests in 6 days." As the bridge standoff between people and cops continued, live streams and posts started trending on Twitter. They were told to turn around and walk back to Brooklyn, or prepare to get arrested. The demonstrators urged each other to stay calm.
Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest!
Get on the sidewalks and stay in groups.
What happened? How was it?
We finally had a big enough group. We got to the middle of the bridge, and the cops brought on a couple wagons and a bus. So they were ready. They were playing no games. We knew that the helicopters were watching. So it was a tense situation walking up, right? We had our hands up. Literally, this wasn't even, at this point, the hands up demonstration wasn't a protest. It was like, yo, we're approaching a bunch of cops. We literally have our hands up for our lives.
Mm-hmm. What's going through your head when you're walking towards them like that with your hands up?
You know, this is the moment where you're gonna have their ear for a second, and you're gonna finally be able to get a message across.
Why was it so important for you to step into a leadership role tonight?
I mean, when I thought about my mom in the hospital and all the other things, the state violence of the NYPD and COVID-19 and all that kind of has culminated over the last 4 months. You almost feel like you have nothing else to lose. And whenever Trump says he's gonna stick the military on us or things, that's all that's gonna do is keep us out here because we're not going down without a fight.
Our street! 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 Our street!